so these are palettes that I would use for spring if I went with John, like using certain palettes for like certain times of years and stuff like that. So these are palettes I would use for spring if I followed that code of conduct, which you and I both know I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to follow codes. So palettes I would use if I strictly use certain palettes for certain seasons, times of the year. So I have a lot here. Alright, so let's, oh my gosh, I don't even know where to start. I picked out, so listen, I have a large collection, so I have many options here. I like options, so it only makes sense. I have like 20 palettes in front of my face. So one of my first ones I would use is Too Faced That's My Jam. Because I correlate spring apparently with pinks, purples, and pastels, brights, you know. That's what spring is to me. It's purples, pinks, and brights. I don't know. I have the Artist Couture Ethereal Bloom. See? Spring. And I obviously, this is a very obvious one. I have the Huda Beauty pastel ones, like Pastel Lilac, Mint, and Rose. So that's our Rose. Still debating on if I want to buy the neons from Macari. I really want the neon ones. That was a Lilac. Here's the Mint. You can tell which one was my favorite out of the three. Close that pan on that shade. And I have the Glam Light Ice Cream palette. Show you this one. And you'll see why. That is it. This is definitely, the bottom half of this is definitely spring. Just the bottom half of that. That's totally spring. Putting these all up is going to be a pain in my rear. I do have the Too Faced Too Femme palette in this category as well. Ooh, see, just like this portion. Gorgeous. I have ColourPop So Very Lovely. Also, thank you, Brittany, for the idea. Love it. And then we have Morphe Hot for Hue 9H palette. I was mainly aiming for like this portion of the palette. If you're wondering what's on my eyeballs in this, it is the Melt Gemini palette. So it's on our eyes. I will say though, if you were interested in Melt, Melt palettes are definitely not beginner friendly. That's for sure. I have the Morphe Just Say Zen 9Z palette. Yeah, definitely spring. So take out this color, take out these three in this bottom portion. It'll be springy. I have Natasha Denona pastel palette. Actually, I have two Natasha palettes in here. We have the pastel one. Almost broke it too. I was showing my husband when I dropped it, and he was like, I can't believe you just did that. I'm like, I can't believe I just did that. I do have the Candy Skies from Laura Lee times Erin Weaver palette. It's a good one too. This is a good palette. What's going on with this shade? I don't know what's going on with that shade, but it's okay. The purple over here is not having fun, apparently. That's alright. That's in there. Just about dropped. That was a horror face of it. I almost dropped it. So then we have I have two ABH Ravina volumes. I have volume 4. This is definitely a spring palette. Spring, spring, spring. And then we have the Volume 5. Also very. This is like a darker form of spring, but I would totally rock this one for spring. Now these palettes are just considering if I would, you know, if I went with spring or spring colors. Palettes I would definitely have out for those months, couple months of spring. And so we have the Morphe 35i Icy Fantasy. Oh, the packaging. If you can't tell, I'm a Morphe fan. I love my Morphe palettes. You see that? Oh, yes. Even the glitter would go pretty good. A little pop in the corner. Obviously, don't recommend doing glitter in your corner, but I've done it. It was fine on me. The other Natasha Denona palette I chose would be the Circo Loco palette. I know this is like another dark springy palette. Just take out just like a couple of these shades, spring. Yeah, like here, spring. Yeah, so about this small section would be springy. Oh, that purple could go too. But I'm a girl and I like color, and I like to have some darks in my brights. Oh, I do have a Violet Voss here. I got 3 more palettes to show you peeps. I would go with Violet Voss Sugar Crystals. This is a good palette too. If you can find this, these shimmers are amazing. I really like this one. And then I have Give Me Glow Pastel Dreams. Cute packaging. Gorgeous. Definitely gorgeous. And then the last palette I have picked out is the Juvia's Culture palette. Because listen, this could definitely be a spring palette. This has got a lot of light brights in here. Not a whole lot of darks. It's got a lot of light brights. Like tink, 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 tink. Tink, 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 tink. Definitely, totally could be spring palette here. Definitely good. I don't know, but those are my spring palette recommendations that I have on hand. And there could be plenty more out there, you know what I mean? You do blacks with like bright colors with it, spring. I would say spring. But I use any look for any time of the year though. Alright, yeah, tell me, what palettes would you personally choose out for spring if you only use certain palettes for certain times of the year? You know, certain occasions, what would you use specifically for spring? Because these are the ones I would use. Alright, thank you for watching. We'll see you next one. Bye. Oh yeah, look, we're officially at 0, guys. Your journey is done. Alright, thank you for watching. We'll see you next one. Bye.